Hello YouTube, I am here to show you how to climb the leaderboard on High Roller Solos. I'll be using a fighter, but really this can be done on any class. You see on top leaderboards out of every class in the game, I'm 195. Go ahead and go to fighter, I'm 63. So that means out of all the fighters in the game, playing solo, I'm the 63rd highest ranked one. Go ahead and clear all this shit out of this inventory. I just had a pretty successful raid. Quickly get all that shit out of here. So yep, Demigod rank has been achieved. We're now just climbing the leaderboard to hit, I don't know, I'd like to be top 50, but that's not what this video is about. Quickly go through my items while I'm talking here in case you guys want to look at the build. But I'm just going to show you guys what I do to climb the leaderboards in this game. And it might not be very exciting to look at, but it works. And I'm here to share that information with you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get my health potions here. Take a note on how many I'm bringing for each one. I do like to bring 3 health pots and fill these with bandages. I did have a potion of protection that I did find last raid. Normally I just have another bandage here, 3 extra bandages, and we're gonna go ahead and grab an empty coin bag. And real quick, here are my perks: Swift, Defense Mastery, Shield Mastery, Combo Attack, Sprint, and Second Wind. Doesn't really matter. You guys can really play this game however you want. What I do think matters though is how you play the game once you're in it. And I just realized I didn't bring any crossbow bolts, but not really an issue. The crossbow is pretty much just a scare tactic on PDR Fighter. You're going to see that I don't really interact with players that much in here often. Like, the game plan really is to open as much red portals as you can, stay in ruins as long as you can without interacting with players, stay in crypts as long as you can without interacting with players. The few times that we will interact with players in this game, it will be if we're forcing them right out of the match, like say they're right next to a static, or say I hear someone and there's a static near us. I will push him to try to get him to leave. What I'm trying to do on ruins is make the lobby have less people in it for when I go into crypts. And that is the only thing you do on ruins. You're not worried about hitting golden chests. You're not worried about killing players and picking up their gear. You're not really worried about anything. You want to fill your inventory with blue, purple loot, and you want to make sure that it is found in raid. You don't want handled gear. If I kill a super geared player, guess what? I'm not going to loot him. The reason for that, you do not get AP for taking that gear out. Handled gear does not give you AP. I will repeat that. PvP is useless for climbing these leaderboards. That's why you get so many people teaming in these lobbies. That's the exact same reason that we're going to camp our spawn tile after we spawn. We're trying to have as little player interaction as we can. We're going to use our VoIP to deceive and betray. So if I do see that someone is not attacking me, I might use VoIP to get close to him because I am super slow. Move speed is about 256. You'll notice that with this build, I do have a physical damage reduction of 61%. That's from all my armor. You'll see from armor rating, 60%. I don't know what that other 1% is from. And I'm rocking 47 strength right now. Like I said, your build really doesn't matter. It matters about what you do in the game once you're in it. The reason you build in this game is pretty much just to intimidate other people and do whatever you want to do. Specifically with a PDR fighter though, you're really only going to take fights against people who don't use magic. Like, for instance, that warlock right there. Probably not going to interact with him. I have negative magic resistance, so he's going to do extra damage against me. That being said, anyone who does physical damage, they're free game. Railing off here. Just waiting for this thing to start. But yeah, you guys will see what I'm talking about once I get in the raid. Going to show you what I do personally. I really do play slow. There's no reason to fly through the map on ruins. Your end goal is to open as much red portals as you can, not to kill players. As fun as that may be, PvP, let's save it for after you hit Demigod, okay? And the reason for that is because I had a raid yesterday actually. I killed 3 people. I got 33 AP from it. Do you realize that if I open 3 red portals off of one of those things coming out of the ground, that I will get the exact same amount of AP? So looking at my spawn tile here, oh, got some of those. That's very nice. Looking at my spawn tile here, I'm not in the zone, so I'm going to quickly loot and do everything in here that's going to give me AP. Not going to go for that gold down there. Main reason for that is I don't think bringing out that gold actually gives you that much AP. And when you're trying to climb the leaderboards, turns out your inventory space is a really hot commodity. Think of this as like your main source of AP. That's where you're holding all of it. What you're trying to do is fill your inventory with blue and purple loot. And when I get into the crypts, if I do find some artifacts that I think are worth picking up for AP, probably end up dropping my meds and picking those up as well. Trying to get as most from these runs as I possibly can. Did get a nice little lion's head. I don't really see this spawn here too often. Ooh, too big to pick up. We'll pick up that, we'll pick up that, that. Yep. Picking up any blue gear that I see. Nice. Very nice. So yeah, like I said, not really too concerned about PvP. I am slow as fuck in all of this armor. Gonna get a mummy come up right here. Gonna deal with him. If you guys are new to this game, what I would really highly recommend is play white lobbies a lot, and that's just your normal lobby, not high roller, and learn how to strafe against these mobs, learn how to backpedal against them, learn the basic layout of the map, because it's going to come in really handy when you're on these high roller lobbies. Kind of just push and circle here. Kind of decided in my head that we are going to stay on these outside tiles. I'm going to look away from that guy. I'm also going to instantly heal after I take damage, because for all I know, there's a rogue standing right behind me. So boom, we're healed. Gonna go ahead and take that back out, put that back on. I have a lot of friends who play Dark and Darker. Where did that guy come up? Is he behind me? He sure is. Got a lot of friends who play Dark and Darker that while they're in high roller raids will worry about their quest items. Like, say I found an old cloth and I need to turn that into a merchant. Let's say I pick that up and I take up 4 slots just for an old cloth. Don't really get that much AP from an old cloth. So you're actually hurting yourself picking up those quest items in the same way that you're hurting yourself when you pick up... Sorry about that, it's hard to talk while dealing with these mobs, but you're hurting yourself picking up those items just like you're hurting yourself when you pick up items off of a player, and you don't just it's fine to pick up shit off a player. Oh, we do have that warlock. So in this instance, guys, his magic damage is gonna hurt me pretty badly. So what I'm gonna do is backpedal to where I can camp a corner. Someone's been through here as well. They're actually just right here. So I'm sandwiched right now. He really wants nothing to do with me, so we're going to see what's behind door number 1. But I'm going to backpedal so that if I do have to close distance on this guy, like, say I was on the other side of this door I probably wouldn't want to fight that warlock on the other side of that door, just because there's so much open room. What I want to do is get into as a close-knit space as I possibly could. Oh, do we possibly have a ranger? This door is open as well. We're going to go ahead and shut that. I'm going to break these barrels. Looks like this is one of the ones where we're going to be chasing zone. So I do know that warlock is behind me. Might be forced to deal with someone right now. I'm gonna hit this shrine of protection real quick because hitting shrines just gives you straight up AP. And like I said, this is not a place I feel comfortable, but I do want to take zone. And clear mobs as quickly as I can. Because I want to be able to move around freely. If I do get so unlucky that I have to deal with a player. Netting instantly, like always. Don't want to do a whole lot of interaction with players. That's what we're trying to avoid as much as possible. So you kind of learn the ebbs and flows of player movement, where people like to hang out. I'm just terrible with the mobs on this run. I swear it's not usually like this, guys. I promise you. But that's part of the reason I run PDR Fighter. Yeah, I mean, you don't take a lot of damage from these guys. A lot of time I get swung at, and it's not really a big deal. I take one health potion, and we right back in it, baby. Nice, got a golden chalice, or a little blue chalice right there. Playing some Tetris. And we're gonna go down here. The reason I go down here is I still hear the mobs alive. So I'm assuming there's probably not a player over here. And I'm just avoiding hotspots. Definitely didn't want to go through the whole middle of the map where the gold spawn is and the giant worm spawns. Just because so many people like to go there. We go ahead and interact with this portal. Portals do give you a significant amount of AP when you interact with them, but we're not looking for blue ones. We are looking for the red ones. Keep siphoning through loot as I'm moving around. Someone's been here as well. The reason I know that is because usually there's two archers sitting right here, and there's not. And he did leave some free AP for us, which is always nice. I want to try to fill that inventory as much as you can with those blue items. Very nice. Can I make room? I sure feel like I can. Drop those, because I don't really have much to begin with. Very cool. And hopefully, I mean, we run into some more artifacts, because I do believe... I don't want to talk out my ass. Ooh, I need that for a quest, but we're not going to pick it up. Like I said, quest items, not really your concern. Someone's close. He's dealing with those mobs. What we're going to do is open these red portals. because this is what we've been waiting for pretty much this whole raid, is for these guys to come up. This is where you're gonna get all your AP, bro. Like, I think the numbers is 30 AP per red portal interaction. And like I said, for some player kills earlier, I was getting 11 per player kill. That's why you don't PvP. When you're grinding AP in this game, you do not AP. The only time I PvP is when I'm trying to push someone out of the map so that I can hit the red portal. Let's see what this guy wants to do on the other side of this door. It's the warlock. And that is one of the classes I do not want to interact with. So I'm not going to take this fight. I'm going to wait to see if I'm lucky enough to get a red portal come up on this side. But if he does open that door, we'll kind of see what happens from there. And it is nice that I'm using these meds, making more room for other shit once I go deeper. So he's not pushing me, I'm not pushing him. Once you get in these high roller demigod kind of ranks. We're gonna see if he left already. He sure did, so that's free AP for us. Gonna tank this. And we're gonna jump in. And the reason I'm tanking it is because I know I can. I feel comfortable in that situation. Because I'm a baller. I'm a baller, bro. Not really. I was kind of scared there, actually. But the reason I took it in that situation is because I'm trying to get AP. As a demigod, my entrance fee is 750. So I kind of didn't get to do what I said I normally do in these runs. Let's say I get circle at the beginning of this run when I spawn by that gold spawn by that cave. Let's say I get circle. If I had circle over there, what I would have done is fully looted that tile and then instantly gone to the tile next to it and fully looted that tile and just keep going and just stay on the edge, man. And sooner or later, I mean, you'll probably run into a player. That's what this game is. But I'm gonna sit down real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and cut to after I stand up. Alright, so we're fully healed here. And now that we're in the crypts, this is where I'm gonna do a majority of my looting. I'm gonna try to get as much perfect, or I think it's epic, it's not perfect quality, but purple quality items as I can. So we're just going to go ahead and open as many chests as I possibly can. I do have a static to my north, right there in front of me. A nice little crossbow there. Go ahead and pick up that artifact, even though it's just green. And we're just trying to fill our inventory. Oh, these guys. Not worth picking up there. I'm just going to try to fill up my inventory as much as I can. Like I said, in Crypts, what I try to do if I still have meds, say I ran into no one before. That's quite nice too. That's quite nice. Very nice. What was I saying? What I try to do is get through all of my meds before I leave the game. Because your inventory is just free real estate for AP. I want to try to get as much items here found in raid that give me AP. I'm trying to drop as much as these blue items that I have picked up as I can for artifacts, because I believe they give you more. Orc clouds are so annoying. So in one hand, it is kind of like you're in a pickle when you're in PvP. But just know if you survive it and use your meds, it's not a bad thing that you're running out of meds. It's really not. You're freeing up inventory room for better things. Go ahead and loot this bad boy right here. So I'm trying to stay in crypts as long as I possibly can, comfortably, to get more red portals. Especially with the static, I know I can stay pretty comfortably. And if I don't get any portals, I can always come back here and take it. What does that bad boy do? I'm gonna go ahead and equip those bandages so I can pick that up. Pretty dog water right there. Okay, pretty bad. So something that is unfortunate is the tile to my south is in the zone, and that has a wraith spawn in there, and I don't particularly know where to cheese that. I might be able to bring him over here and cheese him over here. Say there was a gold chest that spawned here. What you could do, hop up here, hop right here, and not worry about it. There's also a wraith and a skeleton champion in that room. But because that chest is made out of wood, that wraith that is in this room would very easily break that chest, and it's not a cheese spot that's viable for me right now. So I'm listening for that wraith right now. I don't know if it can be a skeleton mage that spawns in here instead. I'll take the resourcefulness and vigor over that. So now it's like when I kind of see what is on items. Not seeing the wraith. There he is. So we're gonna stay over here. There's a little passageway right there that I'm gonna use to keep going deeper into this raid. I'm gonna go ahead and trade out this one bandage for a campfire in case I get stuck going deeper. Is he on me? No, I can just hear him now. So we're gonna cut through this little gateway right here. And even though I know I have that static to my north, I can always run back to the way I cleared and utilize that. I know it's there. I know it's in the zone right now, so probably no one's going to take it. Now, something that is nice about this room is that wraith that I was scared of. Mother lovers. The absolute worst mob in the game. I can actually trap him behind this gate right here. So I'm going to heal instantly like I always do. And I'm going to work on getting that wraith stuck behind here, because I do believe I heard a portal. Actually, feeling like I'm hearing multiple portals in that room. Something that's also nice about that gate is if that warlock shows up, I can gun it for that static. For sure got a portal in there. I'm gonna check this room for portals. There's 2. Get this guy on me. Get him nice tucked away in here. Goodbye, Wraith. Don't have to deal with you no more. Get these portals open for AP. And also this does give me an exit, of course. And continue. At this point I do have my exits. Really just looking for red portals. That's the reason we stay this late. There's the final portal. Really unfortunate that we're not getting red portals, and I don't really have time to clear that room. So I'm gonna take the hit and open these blue portals. I don't think they give you as much AP. In the perfect situation, what happens here is in this final circle you get a bunch of red portals. And you get in a room you've already cleared. I've kind of gotten screwed by this circle. Making sure I haven't hurt a player. Probably haven't gotten a lot of AP. Ooh, rotten fluids, that's just fine by me. Probably haven't gotten a lot of AP this raid. But that's fine. Let's see how much we made. Ooh, this guy dies to zone. 334. So minus my entry fee, that's about 1,000 AP. About 1,100 almost. 1,080. I don't think this guy makes it. Nice. Did not make it. So what if you take away my entrance fee, you'll see I made about 1,080 AP, I think. Go ahead and leave this raid and get some final points there. So you go in with the plan. The plan is you're going to spawn and stick around as long as you can for red portals. That's always the plan. If I had gotten more red portals, I was lucky enough in Ruins. Sorry, I just hit the mic. I was lucky enough in Ruins to get two sets of red portals that opened up in the skeleton camp. Got in a fight with that warlock. Was lucky enough to hit 2 of the red portals. And if you're questioning why am I pushing 3 red portals with 2 of the rotten zombies farting in my face, the reason is because we're AP goblins. When we kill people, we don't pick up their gear unless it's an instant upgrade to what we're wearing. And guess what? That stuff you just paid 600 gold for, you're going to take it off, you're going to throw it on the ground because it's not worth the AP. If you take gear off of a player and sell it on the market, you're 3,000 gold up, but you're another run in for Demigod. And let's see. So if I go ahead and go Ruins, High Roller Solo, I hit Demigod in about 75 matches. So I've done a couple of matches above Demigod. And you can see I only have 18 deaths. A lot of that was early on. If we go to the High Roller leaderboard, early on in Neophyte and Apprentice, Wanderer and Pathfinder. These 4 ranks right here, everyone is PvPing and no one knows what the fuck is going on. So you're going to die a lot. You're going to die a lot to mobs doing this. It just happens. Sometimes you get forced into going deeper from Crypts and you die in Inferno. It happens. But feasibly, you can probably do this in about 65 runs. You can really do this with any class. I do it with the PDR fighter because as you saw throughout this video, I am really good with dealing with mobs. If we go to the leaderboards, you'll see 181. You'll see, oh, almost top 50 on fighters. But that's how I did it, guys. Not a lot of player interaction. I could have VoIPed with the players to try to seduce them into letting me get close to them because I'm so slow. But yeah, a lot of people complain about teaming in this game. I don't really think it's that much of an issue. Everyone has the same ability to team. You could team just as much as the guy who spawns across the map from you. So that's why the game plan is always stay in your freaking spawn tile and always stay as long as you can. Never pick up handled gear, and you'll hit it before you know it. I did this probably in a week and a half of grinding. I got from Wanderer to Demigod. So if I can do it, anyone can do it, really. And if I do go back to this player statistics and go to high roller solos, you'll see total kills 25, total deaths 18. So, I mean, I only took fights for the most part that I knew I could win. A lot of these deaths are from mobs. Sometimes I got pushed into Inferno, like I said. Sometimes I got stuck with a Wraith, and I didn't know how to deal with it in that moment. But yeah, that's the video, guys. Yeah, pretty much. Please leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe. I will respond to every comment. If you guys got a question, wondering what my game plan is, wondering why I do certain things, I'll for sure respond. And thank you guys for watching the video. I'll see you guys in the dungeon.